Here we are, and today's episode is for these type of people. The people that want to have more intimate relationships, the people that want to have deeper connections with their partners, with their family, with their children, with their co-workers. It's for the people that are sick of talking about mundane bullshit and just allowing life and the people in their life to not have really a significant role. It's for those people that really want to have the deep and meaningful conversations that are authentic, that are raw, that are genuine, that are going to help you. What are they going to help do?
I guess feel more fulfilled in your relationships, feel happier, feel more connected.
Just elevates the fulfillment factor, I think, and being able to operate at that level instead of operating at a superficial level. Because I don't know about you, sometimes making small talk with people that are close to you is such hard work. Imagine if you could just be real and speak from the heart instead of filtering everything that went through from your head. I don't know about you, I've spent so much of my life doing that. I'm over it.
You done?
I'm done. I was like, well, take it away.
So
we're going to share with you one of the strategies that we adopted probably, 6-12 months ago.
Yeah.
And we're going to share with you one of the key tools that took our relationship to the next level. And it is so simple. It's so easy. We couldn't wait to share it. And
yep. And we've used, and guess what? We've tested it on other people as well.
Yeah,
so it works.
Yeah, we've done this with our coaching clients in relationships. We've done this with our team. We run team meetings this way. And we've actually done it with family members with not much success, I might say. The consistency is not there with family members.
No, they're not as consistent, but at least they try.
They roll their eyes at us when we try this. So if you're family and you're listening to this, we're not talking about you because you wouldn't be listening to this podcast, right? But you probably know the people that you know. Just saying. All right. So let us get started, Sam. What is today all about?
So today we're going to be talking about this cool thing called the appreciation game.
What? It's so simple.
It's a game. We're going to play a game.
The
Games
AG.
are always fun.
The AG.
The AG game. The AGG. So basically, we know that life is full on, right? Everything's happening around us. We are stressed with work. We're busy with traffic. We got to get in the, we got to get in the car early in the morning. Got to get in the traffic. Got to get to work. Got to sort out the kids.
To school, you to work.
You've got to feed. You've got to clean. You've got
babies.
You've got to go and buy shopping, and you've got to cook. And there's so many things that happen every single day.
We're basically caught up in the daily grind of just life. I don't know anyone that is not on the roller coaster ride. Everybody has shit to do. Yesterday,
even retired folks, we think, oh, one day when I'm retired, it'll be chill. Everybody that I know who's retired is so busy. They too have a crazy busy life. I don't know how we fill our days with so much stuff all the time. We do it.
And we forget all about expressing the one thing which it'll be a game changer. And that is gratitude. It's gratitude and appreciation towards the people who enrich our lives. Just take a few moments right now to think about when was the last time that you shared with your partner, with your children, with your fur babies, because we now do this with our fur baby and what we appreciate about her every day, and your friends, your co-workers. When was the last time that you actually had a deep, intimate conversation where you had to express vulnerability about what you really appreciate about them? When was the last time? So have you spoken to your parents lately? Have you spoken to your grandparents lately? Have you spoken to your nieces, to your nephews, to your children, to, your boss, to your co-workers, to your manager, to your staff?
Maybe even to, if you're in business, maybe to your clients.
Yeah.
Or to even people that you don't have face-to-face contact with. There might be somebody that you email regularly, depending on where you work and who that you connect with, and someone that helps you who's not even in the same country or the same city as you, but they're an email person that when you need something, you can go to them and they help somehow in your life.
So when did you last do that? Just take a moment and think, oh, I do that every day. Oh, I've done that last week. Oh, I haven't done that for about a year. Life just got busy. Look, you're not alone. It's not a judgment. It's just an observation. And, with the appreciation game, it's a simple yet really powerful practice that can strengthen any relationship. Like, I mean, any relationship. And to be honest, it actually enhances our overall well-being. And you giving that gift to somebody else just makes our planet a better place.
Yeah.
Like, it so does.
And by you giving gratitude and thanks to somebody else it's that your own well-being improves because you feel really good. They feel really good because you've been grateful, and you feel really good because you've expressed how you feel about somebody. It's a win-win both ways.
So why is the appreciation game so important?
Well, I guess because it's...
Let's see where my water was, but
For starters, it nurtures a culture of gratitude and positivity with the people around you. So instead of being in the wham, wham, moan, complain, life sucks, everything's hard kind of mindset, it changes you into a gratitude and positivity mindset. So you see, how like you see the silver lining or the glass is half full. It can change your mindset to seeing what's great around you rather than focusing on all the things that aren't going the way you expect.
Yeah, and it also opens up possibilities and opportunities, right? Because
yeah.
your lens is different. What you're looking at, it gives you a different perspective. And what you put out in the universe comes back.
Yeah,
so
you
like
create a ripple effect. It's a ripple effect of positivity. So when you say something nice, I mean, just look at a conversation. If you say something nice to somebody, most of the time they'll say something nice back. It's not often that you'll get a negative response.
Yeah.
Unless somebody's got low self-esteem and they're like, oh no, that's not blah, blah, blah. But it's not actually negative. It's just their, it's something else. It's their, what do you call projecting their insecurity. Like when you say, oh my God, you look beautiful in that dress. And like, oh no, it's just this or that or that. That's different. But they feel good now in this moment, and you're feeling good on the inside doing a happy dance because you know that you've actually made that person feel really good in that moment. You know that? Anyway.
Yeah, it does.
So it uplifts the person.
Yeah, it does. It uplifts it. The people that you come into contact with, it uplifts you, right? You get uplifted because you're giving the praise, and it boosts their confidence, right? And their mood. It actually makes them feel happier. Like, try this. Like, we cannot wait for you to try this. And then you come back with all of your findings. What else? It reinforces the bonds of trust and connection.
Yeah. So that's within all relationships. When you're feeling appreciated and valued, it's a fundamental human need to know that somebody values you and that they appreciate what you do. And so often we don't actually give people that recognition in our lives, especially the people closest to us, because they should already know. Of course, they already know.
They know what they mean to me.
Yeah.
Actually, we may know, but it's also really nice to hear it.
It's really nice to hear it.
Sometimes life gets in the way and we get really busy and we forget about the most important things, which is family and friends and connection. Okay, so what's the benefits of playing the appreciation game?
So basically, there's about 5 different things that are really important.
Okay.
It strengthens your relationship. So that's pretty much what we've talked about before. It improves communication. It will definitely increase positivity. It'll boost your self-esteem, and it will do it really helps with conflict resolution. Like, who doesn't want a little bit of that?
Who the fuck wouldn't do this game? It's free and it's going to give you all those benefits. So number 1, it's going to strengthen your relationship. So regularly expressing appreciation can deepen your emotional connection with others. Now, most of us run away from connection, right? We don't want that intimate relationship because we've never been trained how to have that. So we have these guards up, and some people refer to this as the layers, the onion layers, and some people refer to it as wearing a mask and not being authentic. But when you start to appreciate people and you can have the courage to be vulnerable, you can emotionally connect with others at a deeper level. It creates an atmosphere of mutual respect and love. Oh, love that. Number 2, improve communication.
So the more you practice appreciation, the better you become expressing your feelings. Like, sometimes it's not easy when you start. And it can lead to more open and honest conversations in all areas of your life, because now it's like testing the waters and being vulnerable and saying something and not being shut down, not being laughed at, not being gaslit or anything else. When somebody accepts your appreciation, it builds your confidence to express yourself even more.
It increases positivity. Like focusing on positive aspects of people and situations can overall improve your outlook on life. Like, I don't know about you, when life becomes, you know, part of that roller coaster ride, or you have challenges or obstacles or lemons pop up in the middle of your road, this is when we need it. Like there's so much going on right now. We're distracted by so many things. And it's really easy to feel overwhelmed, to feel like you're suffocating, to feel that you're not good enough, to feel that you're not achieving, you're not accomplishing, right? So if we can improve our overall outlook on life, isn't it worth it? Like, I don't know about you, but there's days when I'm really struggling, and knowing that just playing the appreciation game, like me and Sam play the game, we'll explain what we do very shortly. It just boosts me. It can help navigate, you know, challenges, and I guess with having a more optimistic mindset. It's really, really such a simple thing to do, which costs you nothing other than a little bit of vulnerability and courage.
It's bloody good. And you know what? The number 4 thing it does is it boosts your self-esteem. So not only are you giving appreciation makes others feel good, but it actually boosts your own self-esteem. So when you see a positive impact that your words are having on someone else, it really reinforces your own sense of worthiness. And knowing that you can make a difference in someone else's life, or in their mood at the time, or in how they are reacting and responding to you, just by you saying 3 or 4 small little words, it's amazing. Like it just makes it literally can change relationships.
And we experience this. We're so fortunate that we get to, you know, live our dream every day, you know, by having our women's only gym. And we get to experience this not only with our team, we get to experience this with our members, with our instructors. Like we come into contact with so many people every day, and just by celebrating them or appreciating them or taking that 5 minutes to say what we love about them, it fills our cup, it fills our heart. And sometimes you can go in there feeling really like tired and boohoo and, I've got so much on my, and then all of a sudden someone does something and you go, what I really appreciate about you is the way that you welcome every single member into our club with a smile on your face, regardless of what's going on in your world. You are the bomb.com. They're just like, whoa. And it just puts a smile on their face. And we're like, how cool is it to work with people that are really grateful and they appreciate what we just said about them. Like they're like, you're like the best boss on the planet. And we're like, they're like the best team in the planet. Like seriously, they love what they do, and we get to just celebrate the things that we see that we love about them. Of course that's going to ignite us. So it's really important to, you know, understand that this will boost your self-confidence, but you have the ability to also boost other people's confidence just by your language. And then conflict resolution. I was trying to find my water behind the computer before, but we didn't bring it in. So never mind. Conflict resolution.
So basically, when you're having conflict with someone or tension, the appreciation game can serve as a really powerful tool to diffuse negativity. Expressing appreciation can basically remind both parties of the value that they both bring into each other's lives. So if you're finding that you're having, let's just say, you and your partner, you've had a big argument and you're just not seeing eye to eye. And
remember, you might be in that flooding that we did that episode about. And if you've missed that, go back there. That was a good episode.
It was a good episode. But, you know, you're just in that zone. If you can just stop for a moment and let go of the rage and the wanting to take each other down and actually just express what you appreciate about the other person, completely just it's like putting water on flames. And it can just bring you back to what's important in your relationship rather than focusing on the stupid thing that you're arguing about that at the end of the day, you don't even remember what you're arguing about, right?
So I would love to just give you a quick strategy here. And one of the things that we, you know, when we've coached couples, is one of the biggest things is it's so important for you to be right. Maybe you are that person. Like, well, what about this? And what about this? And they don't do this and they don't do it. And we're in the blame, shame, complain game. And I know I've been guilty of that. If we decided to just flipped the switch and thought about where they're coming from and why they might feel triggered or why they might feel upset right now, and we were focused on not actually winning the conversation and being right, but being there to make sure that our partner felt valued and felt loved and felt safe, how would that be different? And this is one of the questions we ask clients. And what we tend to say to them is, so next time you're in that highly triggered state or you're feeling emotional and reactive, could you just take a breath and breathe it out nice and slow? Just take, and sometimes it might be 10 breaths. It's okay. We don't have to be perfect about this. Take a breath, take yourself out of your body and put yourself into their body and simply say what it is that they would want to hear. And it could be something as simple as this. Listen, honey. And it wouldn't be like this. Listen, honey, what I really wanted to say was, I know that at the moment we're in a heat of a discussion and it's getting, quite volatile, or it's really upsetting me or whatever, right? I just actually wanted to take this time to appreciate the fact that you had the courage to share with me from your heart what your experience is right now. And I truly appreciate that about you. I really appreciate that you're being genuine right now. I truly appreciate that you're wanting to connect right now. And I truly appreciate that you're able to language how you're feeling right now. I just need a few moments to process that. And I just wanted to share that with you. Thank you. Watch what happens. Like, people have messaged us straight away and you go, you won't fucking believe this. This is a text messages we get. Holy shit, Ish. And then we've had one of our partners that come back and said, is this the stuff that you learned from those girls? And I'm like, just say, yeah, it is. I'm prepared to do some work on myself and upgrade my thinking and my beliefs and my values if this is going to make our relationship even better. My role in our marriage is not about me being right. It's about me being the best version of me so that I can support you, so that we can have the best marriage. We can have the best relationship. So that's just a little bonus.
Tasty.
Yes, was a little bonus. Tasty. Okay, got sidetracked, Sam. All right, so shall we just break down
how it works?
This is how the appreciation game works. It's so simple. There are 4 steps.
4 steps, simple as. Number 1.
Go.
Choose your player.
Number 2.
Specificity is key.
Specificity is key. Number 3.
Timing matters.
And number 4.
Be sincere.
See, Sam said specificity. So I've gone like
specificity.
I was going to go number 5. So I think I messed up the numbers. So let's just be clunky and be okay with not being perfect. Progress over perfection.
100%.
So,
but you should have got it right.
Yeah.
No.
Let me tell you what I appreciate that. I appreciate that. No.
I appreciate that you brought it to my attention. That
yes.
should have got it right.
And it's absolutely something that I'll work on. No. Okay. Not what I'd like you to do when you're feeling a little bit triggered. All right, so choose your player. Select someone in your life that you want to appreciate. Now, how can you choose that person? It can be any person. It can be a family member. It can be a work colleague. It can be your intimate partner. It can be a fur baby. It can be your children. It can be a colleague that you've met somewhere that you come into contact with. It can be not necessarily a random stranger. We want someone that you've had a relationship with that maybe you've noticed there's a little bit of distance. There could have been a little bit of triggering on both sides. There could be a little bit of judgment on both sides. There could be disconnect. Absolutely.
A disconnect.
And we all know that we can't change people, right? We can only change ourselves. And that's why you're here, because you want to do the work on yourself. I know with those days that you want other people to change, but you've got to do the work on yourself. So choose a person, choose a player. And if you choose someone right now that is a little bit challenging for you, you will get great rewards. And if you're thinking, oh, I just want to like dabble in the little water a little bit and just have a little bit of a play, then do it to someone where it's safe for you, where you don't have to have as much courage and vulnerability to execute this plan. But if there's someone that's really like getting under your skin right now and all you can see is the and they just this mere sight of them and you're getting really right, I'm going to challenge you. You go and do that one. That is going to be your player. Put on your coat of armor and show up. Level up. You can do it. Okay, so we've got partner, a friend, family member, co-worker.
Somebody, yeah.
You can also do it to your fur babies. We do it. Okay, specificity is key. So instead of being vague about your compliments, now give me an example of a vague one that wouldn't really mean much to you, say coming from me. And maybe focus on specific qualities or actions that you genuinely appreciate about them. Right? So what's a vague one?
Hannah, I really love how you're in my life. I really appreciate you being in my life. It's kind of.
She wants more detail. So that in itself is a learning. What's wrong with that?
That's just a little bit.
Spruce it up for me. What would you love to hear? What would be like, oh, that feels good.
I really appreciate having you in my life every morning. I love waking up to you, seeing your eyes first thing in the morning. It makes my day feel better straight away, knowing that you're there for me every time I need you. Just having a hug, just seeing you and feeling fully supported each time, every morning, every night, every afternoon. Thank you.
Write that shit down. Write it down. So even when she's telling me what she appreciates, what she wants to, what she wants to say, what she wants to hear, oh, let me get this right. What she wants to hear is what she's sharing with me. But by sharing that with me, she's now tapping to the emotion of what she appreciates about me. So her hand, like you wouldn't see that, because you wouldn't see, is touching me at the same time. And if you're watching on YouTube, look at the eyes when she's talking to me. Like I'm staying on screen and Sam's looking at me. And I'm like, well, at the moment we can't do this because we're in the middle of the podcast. But it's what happened is Sam went out of her head and into her heart and shared that part of me. So that's what we're talking about. We're saying, you know, specificity is key. Like when you first start this game, you're going to be like, oh, this is really scary and it's very unfamiliar and I feel very uncomfortable. And you're just going to be like, I really appreciate this. I really appreciate this. And I really appreciate this. And that's okay.
You can keep it so simple. You say, babe, I really appreciate that you vacuumed the whole house for me this morning. And when I walked in, everything was clean and tidy and it just felt fresh and new. So thank you.
And she did the vacuuming this morning.
Yeah.
Wow. Right now, some of you are probably thinking, why didn't she mention the laundry? Why didn't she mention the bathroom? Why didn't she mention that she put the kettle on? Why didn't she mention that she vacuumed the couch? Well, do you see what you're doing? You're going into the blame, shame, and complain game. It's not about the blame, shame, complain game. We don't play that game. We play the appreciation game.
And I think we need to point out that there are a lot of wives out there who think, why the hell should I appreciate that he did the lawns? He's always supposed to do the lawns. Why do I have to appreciate him taking out the rubbish? He's supposed to do it every week and he never bloody does it, and I always have to remind him. But by showing appreciation, he will do more.
We know. You're welcome. Try it.
As much as you want to stab somebody in the face and just doing it, you want to stab yourself in the stomach because you just feel like you shouldn't need to say thank you because he never says thank you.
It's not about other people. It's about you taking responsibility on how you would like to change your relationships. It all starts with you.
And watch how it changes everything.
Yeah. And an example, I really appreciate how you always listen when I talk to you. Imagine saying that to you, especially to a guy. Like lots of them just switch off, and lots of them, if they just knew that all you wanted was for them to listen, they will just listen.
They'll listen more.
They don't need to fix it. And you could just say this, I really appreciate it when you just sit there and you let me vent and you just acknowledge my emotions and you don't try to fix it. And they could be like this, fuck, I always try to fix it, don't I? But it doesn't matter because you're now training them on what's important for you and what your needs are as well. So it's like this secret code. Don't tell them, but we'll keep it between us, but it works. I'm so grateful for the way that you make everyone feel at our family gatherings. Like, when was the last time you just celebrated your partner or your mother or your father or your children? Just something that simple, because what you appreciate appreciates. So that's what we're talking about when it comes to specificity. Be as specific as you can. So if you've got different children, different appreciations. So someone might be the perfect dishwasher, someone might cook really good meals, and someone might always have open and honest conversations. So what is it that you appreciate about them that you would love to see more of them? That wasn't really part of this podcast, but that's you're welcome. Okay, timing matters.
Timing matters. It's really important that while spontaneity in appreciation is great, it's actually considering setting aside a time that it's actually appropriate each day or each day of the week or however often. If it's someone you live with, you could do it every day, right? So like Ursh and I can do it every day. Whereas if it's a friend, you might not see them every day, so you might not do that every day, but setting aside the same sort of time of the week or same sort of time of the day to create some consistency. So there's not just a once-off, well, I did the appreciation game back in March 17th, 2021. So it's something you do regularly, because the more often you do it, the better the result is going to be for both yourself from a well-being point of view and self-esteem, remember, because one of the benefits was it improves your own self-esteem. So doing it regularly is really important rather than just randomly chucking it out here and there.
And, I just want to share with you a story. When we first started this, and I'm just trying to think, I think it was Gabby Bernstein.
Maybe.
I learned from one of the mentors that we follow. And it's like every day you come home in your relationship, even if you have the most amazing marriage or relationships, you can make it even better. Like this has made our marriage even better. Why? Because of the open communication and coming back to specificity and coming back to timing matters. So at nighttime, I just threw this. I didn't explain it to Sam. Did I? Just tell me what I did and how it made you feel, because this is probably what you don't want to do. But yeah, this is how Ursh is anyway.
She goes, so tell me, what do you appreciate about me?
Thinking that, I'm freaking amazing. She would have a list, like the list of her arm.
And I do. But not just sitting
Look at
on
her,
the top of my tongue.
now. She's gone bright red now.
Not just sitting on the tip of my tongue, ready to go.
She likes to be able to research AI that shit. No.
Yeah, and also like, what are the boundaries? What are the frameworks? What exactly are we talking about? Are we talking about little things? Talking about big things?
Are we talking about today only, or last week, or 5 years ago? Like in the last half hour?
Something that you've done today that I have to appreciate, or is it something that you do regularly? And I was thinking, oh my God, this is a test. If I don't get this right, it's a big fail.
And so sometimes this can cause anxiety. If this is new in your relationship, you need to make it fun. And you can just say, hey, I listened to this podcast today from these amazing two ladies that have been in a relationship now for 22 years. So they know a thing or two, right? This is what they do. Every night they go home, they play the appreciation game. So when they hop into bed, even though life might have been busy, they got distracted, they forgot about each other, they didn't prioritize it. 5 minutes before bed, they just turn around and they say, babe, this is what I really appreciate about you today. So and they'll be like, whatever, just do it. Like when we say timing matters, like when we do this at nighttime before we go to bed, regardless, because we're both in our heads, we've both got different agendas, different work commitments, different family commitments. Like we're busy in our own worlds, and we get together, and sometimes it's really easy just to turn on shit flicks, unwind, and think that life is cool while you watch a bit of shit flicks. That's not going to make your relationships better. That's just shutting down. That's called numbing, right? And there's nothing wrong with numbing, right? Because some people just decide to have a few drinks. Whatever your jam is, it's cool. But if you want to have more intimate relationships where you can have open conversations that hit each other at a deep level so that you could feel understood, heard, and listened to and appreciated, please try this. Because it made it, well, how did it make you feel when I shared with you, however long ago that was, what I appreciated about you?
I think you just feel, you feel seen, and that's just the acknowledgement that your partner notices what the little things that you do that you don't, because most of the time you don't expect thanks or praise or any appreciation from your partner for the things that you do for them. But when you actually hear the things that they appreciate, you want to do more of it, because you want to deliver more to your partner, because you want to have the best relationship you possibly can have. So
that's
knowing
why you're in a relationship.
Yeah. So knowing what it is that Ursh appreciates, I'm going to do more of that. And
just so we're clear, I'm not going to be doing more vacuuming. Like, you know, it may happen once a week or once a month, but it isn't going to increase it. Like, that's just purely on me. I love the fact that she's appreciative. I've gone out of my way to do the vacuuming today.
That doesn't mean I'm going to do more.
It doesn't mean I'm going to do more. Like, I'm just being clear. There's always a rebel in me that's like, great. But it does make you feel seen. Like, I really appreciate, you know, like every week, Sam puts all my tablets, morning and night, all my meds into, there's so many meds that I'm taking. Like, I think there's 5, 6 different types of tablets, and some of them are 2 and some of them are 4 and some of them are 3. This brain can't comprehend it. Like, I'm like, what is that one and what is that one and what is that one? And then my specialist rings every week and changes them, right? Like, I'm like, whoa, what the hell? Like, every Monday, this will be Sam, I'll just put, and she'll have my tablet set up. So they will be in the morning and the night. And she's put an alarm on my phone 15 minutes before in the morning and 15 minutes after, because I have to take 2 lots of meds within 12 hours of each other. And then in the morning and at night. So I've got 2 sets of alarms because I know with my brain fog at the moment, I appreciate that. Now, every week or fortnight, Sam has to go to pharmacy warehouse and pick up my tablets. Because if I've got to go and pick up my tablets and they don't have them, that's going to create anxiety to me. And I'm going to be like ripping up the poor pharmacist. Like, it's just an extra stress I don't need in my life right now. And God knows what am I picking up? I don't know. There's 7 types of different things. Like, I don't know what I'm picking up. So I'm just like, I appreciate that. The fact that she can just make the decision, put my tablets in, go down and pick them up. My specialist has rung this morning. Again, he's altered my meds this week, like he did last week and the week before, right? And so we have a joint conversation with him every Monday, and he's like, Sam, you there? Yes. Ursh, you there? Yes. Great. This is what our plan is. This is what our test is. This is what and I'm like this. Oh, it's just too much. My brain just goes, oh, and Sam's like, yep, it's okay, John, I've got it written down. And so she'll go straight off the phone, go to my pill container and sort my pills out. Like, she'll just take or add or minus whatever she's got to do, right? Or she'll go to the pharmacy this afternoon and pick up whatever else I've got to take. I don't know. I appreciate it. Like, that takes so much stress off me every day, knowing that I've got to do this. And she'll get home at night and go, babe, have you had your tablets? She'll text me and say, babe, have you had your tablets? Now, some of you are thinking, how freaking stupid are you, Ish? I know what you're thinking. I get you, right? I feel you. No. Like, I am capable. Right now, good God, there's so many medications. There's like, I'm just going up on drugs, down on drugs. I don't know if I'm coming or going right now. My anxiety is great some days. My reactivity is not so good some days, right? However, just knowing that Sam can take that part of what I'm struggling with right now, emotionally and mentally, and she can just wrap that up into a nice little gift and give it to me, and it takes that much pressure out of my brain right now to make more decisions that I'm currently struggling with. I appreciate that. It's the simple little things like that that are really important to me. The fact that we've got this beautiful fur baby and the alarm goes off at 5:30 every morning. She gets up, puts on warm clothes with her little boots, and takes her out for a pee. Like, and then she comes in, lifts her up on the bed, holds her down so she doesn't jump all over me so that I can hug her for half an hour. Like, I appreciate that. Like, how cool is that? Like, I get to hug my wife first thing in the morning. We always have our snuggles in the morning, but then she will get up, even though she's tired, she'll never say to me, babe, can you go and let her out today? Unless she's sick, right? Those are the little things that I really appreciate. So when we play that game, and I can say to her, I really appreciate that you did this. You went and picked up my tablets today, hun. Thank you so much. Babe, I really appreciate that, you know, you've stuck another 2 pieces of this wood stuff to whatever she's doing downstairs. There's lots of building and renos going. I love the fact that you're just doing that for our house. It's looking amazing. I love the fact that you're project managing right now the fence. Like, we are living in complete chaos right now, complete chaos, no matter which direction we look at.
This room's pretty good.
I don't even know.
Don't look at this side of the floor, though.
The fact that she can organize a building team, organize the supplies, able to go and pick up more supplies, and then change the building team's schedule if it's going to rain. Like, that's just stress-free for me. So I'm like, at the moment, I don't want that on my plate. It's just one more thing, one more decision that I actually can't make. She's making progress, or she's helping us make progress in a direction so that in maybe this next 6 to 12 months, the flooding of our house will all be sorted.
Be a thing of the past.
It'll be a thing of the past.
It'll be a thing we talk about. Remember back in 2023 when the house flooded? Man, we did this, 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 and this. Now look at our house.
So how good will that be? Like, just appreciating that, like I've put the rubbish out last week. No, I didn't. The week before. And she's like, babe, thanks so much for putting the recycle bin out. And I'm like, yeah, it's all good. She doesn't have to say thank you. She doesn't have to say, I appreciate this. But I tell you what it does is it makes you feel like you've been seen, you've been heard. For me, I'm valued.
And what you do matters. Like, your partner needs to know that what you do matters. And even if your partner's supposed to do things anyway, there's nothing wrong with actually just acknowledging when they do those things, because you want to do more of what your partner appreciates. So I think that's the key to the appreciation game, is whatever you appreciate appreciates. So once your partner knows what you love and what you want and what makes a difference in your world, they want to give you more of that.
Absolutely. And this is where communication just goes to a whole other level, because we never have these intimate conversations. We never share what's important to us. And when we appreciate and when we share from a place of compassion and kindness to the people around us, what's really important to us, we're sharing our values. And when someone understands your values and they align with your values, they're going to do more of it. So the last one is, please be sincere. Like, authenticity is essential. It's essential. Anyone can smell bullshit. True or true? Like, oh, babe, I'm really pleased that you managed to sort out 2 lots of fence over there. We've only got 20 to go. Like,
yeah. Thanks for taking out the rubbish that you're supposed to do every week anyway. Oh, you finally put out the rubbish this week. Thank you.
Oh, that was a bit nasty, but we hear that all the time.
Yeah.
God, you actually did that. Well done.
Yeah.
You need to
Bravo.
Yeah. You finally did it. Like,
Oh,
there's a bit of sarcasm chucked in.
Oh, what? Oh, thank you for making dinner that I make every single day of the week.
And to anyone that we've coached that's listening to this, we're not mentioning any names. No. So remember, if we come from the heart, we get out of our head, it becomes more authentic, it becomes more genuine. People can tell when you're genuine, even if you're like, there's this big part of you that just wants to, smash them and be sarcastic right now. Remember this part in the conversation. Don't fricking do it. Just suck it up. It's not about you and your ego and not feeling appreciated. When you appreciate them, whether it's your staff, whether it's your children, whether it's your other half, right? They will reciprocate, because you're putting a ripple effect out, and that ripple effect comes back. And if it doesn't come back, it doesn't matter, because how good are you feeling knowing that you're helping boost someone's confidence? You're making someone else feel good. That naturally fills your cup. So
there we are.
What do we think?
We're happy. I'm happy.
So we want to encourage you to start playing the appreciation game in your life. Remember, choose your person, choose your opponent. Who's it going to be? Message us, let us know. We'd love to know. And then commit to it for the next week. Like, just do it. Just keep, okay, Ush said we're going to do this. Sam said we're going to do this. We're going to just do this, babe.
And you can do it in a text message as well. Like, you could, if there's a friend or family member that lives outside of town, just send them an appreciation text. Reach out to them. Send them a heartfelt message. Hey, Mary, I just want to say thank you so much for being such an amazing friend. Whenever my life turns upside down, you're always there for me. You always listen. You're the sister I never had. And I just really want to say thank you, and I love you so much. How easy is it to send a message like that to somebody?
Imagine doing that 5 days this week, just like the appreciation game. If you've got kids, do it every night at dinner. Make it part of your dinner routine. We make it part of our staff meetings. What do you appreciate about everyone? Good God, the first time we did it took 40 minutes.
Yeah.
We're like, wow, one thing you appreciate and come. But it's like, boss, I really appreciate this and this and this. Our team even did it for us. Like, our team did it for us. We're like, whoa, Ziz. Like, and you leave there feeling outstanding. You feel valued. So remember, it's not just about the words that you say, it's actually about the genuine appreciation and the love that you express. Always remember that when you play the appreciation game, the richer and more meaningful your relationships will become. It's a game where everyone wins.
It's the best game ever because there's no losers.
It is. So there
Both
you go.
people win. Like, it's the best game. Every other game, there's a winner and a loser. Not this one.
We can't wait to hear about this. Like, just do it. Like, just if you want to start operating at the next level and you want to have those deep, intimate relationships with people that you truly love, you be the leader. Start being the person that inspires other people by just changing a few actions in your life.
You can do it.
You can do it.
You
And
can do
remember, go out there and sprinkle some magic on someone. Sprinkle some magic on the person that you choose this week. Go do it. Go on, and we'll see you next week. If you loved this episode today, like if you loved it, even if you just liked it a little bit, that would help. We would love to ask you a huge favor. Can you please, a million times, please, subscribe to our channel.
Push the button below. Just push it now before you forget. Just go push it.
You can do it.
Because not only will you never miss an episode ever again,
Never.
You'll always be there, but then you'll also help other people find us, because the more people that watch us, the more people that will get our message, and then more people will be part of our podcast. Wouldn't that be awesome?
And we can't not see you and hear you every week, can we? We just can't. So just do it. Just do it.
Just push the button.
Eat the frog. Do it now.
It's right down there.
Go do it for us. That'll be like the best present you could ever give us. Thank you.
Bye.